Hello guys, welcome back to algebra class. This time I will go over graph transformation, okay? So before I go over graph transformation, let me explain something. So graph transformation basically means you have something like this, like negative 3, x minus 4 squared plus 7. So do you remember any number that is bigger than 1 is gonna be stretched, okay? If it's less than 1, like 1/2, because or like 1/4, that's gonna be compressed. But you're gonna have a question, negative 3 is smaller than 1, then why is it stretched? Because negative is nothing to do with stretch or compress. Just negative is just reflect. And this minus 4 is left or right, but always opposite direction, so it's gonna be 4 left. And this plus 7 is up and down, because it's plus, it's gonna be 7 up. So pause the video, write this one down on some other paper so that you guys can use this one as a reference. All right? All right. So based on this fact, we are going to do each question. Now, this is the original graph, which is f of x, and g of x, which is new graph, has changed like this. Do you see there's a minus 1 inside the parenthesis, minus 4? So based on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do minus 1 here and minus 4 here. So let's do this. So I'm going to do it here. Let me copy this one down. X plus 3 plus 2, which is y equals, right? And from here, I'm going to do minus 1 and minus 4. So here, I'm going to do minus 1 and minus 4 here. So let's see what you get. So y equals cube root of x. 3 minus 1 is plus 2. If you don't know what to do, use decimals. And 4 minus 2 is minus 2. Remember, this minus 2 is outside of this cube root. So that's it. And question says, which one is the g of x? So it's going to be one of these 4. What I have to do is, I have to use this one, put this one into decimals. So let's put this one into decimals and see what you get. So I'm going to put y equals. You don't have to put y equals. So if you don't know where to find cube root, you got to click function. And if you scroll down, there is like this button. So 3 x plus 2. Since you have to do outside of parenthesis, click one more here and minus 2 like this, okay? Do not put minus 2 inside. So which one of this graph is going to be this? Obviously, you got to get rid of C and B. So it's going to be A or D. But watch this one. Do you see this one is what? 2, 2 like this? So it cannot be D. So it's going to be A. So you have to look at the numbers pretty quickly. Do you see this inflection point? That's going to be 2, 2, negative 2. So it should be right here on your right. So that's about it. Okay? So keep that in mind. That's what you do. So that's number 1. Number 3. Now, if f of x, which is 1 over x, is changed to this one, how does it transform? So since this one doesn't have a 1 and minus, like you just explain what it is. It's very simple. First, negative 2. So here, negative and 2, it's separate. Negative is what? Reflect. And 2, that's a bigger than 1, so it's a stretched. And look at the answer choice. It has a stretched, it has a stretched, it is compressed, it is compressed. So C and D cannot be the answer. Keep that in mind. To be a compressed, it should be less than 1. Now, plus 4, that's the left and right, because since it is inside the parenthesis, so it's the 4 to the left. Do you see this plus 3? That's up and down. Since it is plus, it's a 3 up. So which one is a 4 left and 3 up? It has 3 up and 4 left, 3 down, 4 to the right. Obviously, therefore it's gonna be A, right? Because it is aligned with this. If you don't get it, make sure you watch the video again, okay? Now let's go to the next graph transformation question. Here we go. Now, f of x is equal to this. So I'm going to write this one down here. F of x is equal to square root of x minus 3. Now, new graph, which is g of x, is negative 2 times f of x, which means you're going to multiply this one by negative 2, which is same thing as you multiply this one by what? Negative 2. So let's do this. Negative 2 times square root of x is negative 2 square root of x. Negative 2 times negative 3 is equal to what? Positive 6. That's what this is, which is g of x, right? And question says, which graph represents g of x, which is this one, right? So let's say which one represents this. I'm going to put this one into Desmos. Let's see what it is. Negative 2 square root of x plus 6. So as you can see, it cannot be A, it cannot be B. So it cannot be C because it's up at here 6, 0, right? So it's going to be D. Very simple. Good. Let's go. Question number 15. This has changed to this one, right? It's very simple. 2 of x is the very basic. And you see minus 4 is right next to x. So it's considered as a parenthesis. So it's a left and right. Since it's minus 4, it's a 4 to the right. Minus 3 is at the end, which is up and down. Minus 3, therefore, is 3 down. This 2 is nothing to do with the stretched or compressed because it is the base. And this one doesn't even ask, so who cares? So which one says 4 to the right, 3 down? 4 left, wrong. 4 to the right, 3 down. Here we go. Here we go. That's it. Very simple. Easy. Piece of cake. Right, here we go. 17. The function is this one, is transformed to create g of x, which is this one. In terms of f of x, which equation represents g of x? So this is the g of x, and that's the f of x, which means we're going to put this one into decimals and see how this has transformed from here. You have to read the question carefully. So let's do this one, okay? I'm going to put, it's not cube root, it's a 3 square root of x and minus 4, okay? Remember, minus 4 is the outside of the square root. So this graph has changed to this one here. So do you see it starts from the 0 here, like it starts from here and going like that? So as you can see, it moved 1 unit to the right, isn't it? So it moved what? 1 to the right, if you look at the decimals. So which one of this one is 1 to the right? Which is this one, because this one is a 1 to the right, because this is same thing as a 1 to the left, because it's inside a parenthesis. This one is same as a 1 down. This one is same as a 1 up. Very simple. All right, let's do question number 18. So natural log of x, we start from here, is changed to this one, which means you're going to multiply by 3 at the beginning and plus 2 outside of parentheses. Outside, can you see? Plus 2 is outside, so that's up and down. So graph is going to be what? Vertically what? Stretched or compressed? Stretched, because 3 is bigger than 1. And translate 2 units to the what? Is it up, down, left, right? It's 3 units up, because it's outside of the parenthesis, right? So it's going to be 3 units up, which is number 1. All right, next question, question number 24. Now we start from the square root, and it has changed to square root of x minus 4 outside of parentheses, which means it's the 4 down. So which one of this one has a 4 down? Like, again, stretch compress, nothing to do with it, because to have a stretch compress, you should have a 4 in front of this. So it's nothing like that. And it says what? 4 units up, 4 units down. This is obviously what? 4 units down. Yep, that's about it. Graph transformation, okay? If you have any question, let me know. See you guys. Love you. Bye.